Hey you guys, it's Dani. We are taking a look today at Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea. I always want to say this wrong because of the way that it's set on the front, but like if you look on the side, wrong way. I'm really good at this. Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea. It says it right. Like this, I want to go like Navigators of the Tarot Mystic Sea. I don't know what I want to do. Anyway, we are taking a look at this. This is produced from by US Games, but this was done in 1997. We are going to go to the back and take a look at this, but I kind of wanted to just talk about the guidebook and, do a couple of things. We're just going to mix it up today because I feel like it. Just a regular tug box. It is wider, I feel like, than normal. Like, this is a low scarabeo. And so you can see it's a little shorter. And it is a little wider than kind of a low scarabeo. And we can see the sizing here as well. Oh, no, we can't. I modified that one. Oh, I don't think this is modified. Okay, let me grab this. So yeah, you can see the difference. This light is necessary, but also unhelpful right now. Sorry, guys. So because of all the white around it, it makes me really want to modify. But if we look on the front, like there's not a whole lot of, like I could maybe cut the sides. But, like, the two big chunks on the back are kind of necessary. I mean, anyway, we have our guidebook. Now, I've been messing and flipping through and playing with this deck, but I haven't really messed with the guidebook or read the little poem yet. I keep looking at the wrong spot. You guys, I'll try. This talks about the Kabbalah based on traditional Golden Dawn foundation of the Hermetic Kabbalah. Okay, the Navigator's Tarot is especially created for use as a teaching and meditative path in the search for self-knowledge. So that's kind of what we're getting in this deck. It's divided into 4 suits, representing 4 aspects of the psyche. Pentacles for the 5 senses and their material environment. Swords for the intellect, the ability of rational mind to analyze situations. Cups for the emotions which flow beneath rationality, including dream states. And wands for intuition, that faculty which is too often hidden in us, but contains a secret visionary power. So otherwise, the major arcana, it is done backwards, like from back to front. So it starts with the universe. It does have their keyword and then a bit of a spiel. And we'll read through that later. We also have, after that, we have the court cards kind of set by themselves, same idea, and the pip cards 10 to 1. So everything is kind of like from biggest to smallest here. And then they have a web spread, the present, so line of the present, the past, and the future. And it kind of talks about that. So anyway, let's go and take a look at these cards. So we're going to go a little old school with this. I'm going to flip through the cards. Not going to say anything. We'll just have a quick flip through. Then at the end, I want to pick a couple of cards, not only to read out of the guidebook and see what this says, but I kind of want to compare a few cards to the Thoth that has keywords and kind of what these keywords look like against those. But I also grabbed my Dictionary of the Tarot by Bill Butler. So in here, they go through every single card. And it talks about what the Golden Dawn has to say about each card, as well as all kinds of other stuff. Crowley, the Aquarian Tarot, Waite, Kaplan. It kind of goes through each and every one. But I kind of want to see, like I said, I want to look at it in its different forms. Like, what does it look like compared to the Thoth? What does it look like compared to what these Golden Dawn little descriptions have to say, and what we can see there? I just thought that that would be a really interesting thing to look at, since we have something that is heavily based on Golden Dawn from what it says at the beginning of the guidebook. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So there's the deck. Let's go ahead and shuffle. It shuffles really well. Kind of standard for Game of Thrones. U.S. games. Not like the Game of Thrones tarot, I promise. I don't know why I have that on the brain. Maybe I need to rewatch. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. All right. These seem fairly durable. But they will probably get a good bow in them. So let's pick a couple cards. Economy for 8 of Pentacles. Desolation for 3 of Swords. And Stimulation for the Ace of Wands. Okay. So, let's go with the 3 of Swords. I'll read from the guidebook. Okay. 3 of Swords. Desolation. Occasions of deep dejection can be used as a sounding board to seek out the unsatisfactory areas of your life and come into contact with unconscious forces. Opening yourself to the root cause of your fear will banish it for good. Allow yourself to feel sorrow and build a new foundation on the surprising results of discovering your inner self. So kind of using this heartbreak, this desolation as a way to kind of break yourself out of it. I really like that idea and that concept. So let's grab the Thoth cards and see their keywords and how those kind of match up. So let's do this. We have wait, we have Crowley, and then we have question mark. Nowhere on the box, nor anywhere on the guide, the little white book, does it have the author or illustrator or anything. So I'm going to try to find that, and I'll put that down here below if I can find the name of the person who did this. But I kind of wanted to look at this as kind of a whole, because we have Golden Dawn running through tarot in general, but 3 different takes. So let's see how they all look side by side. So we have wait, which every time I see this, I think of skill and betterment, progress, things like that. So economy, I can kind of see the similarity of kind of like working on something and bettering the economy. So again, like a betterment, a skill working towards something. And then we have prudence here in the 8 of discs for Crowley, and you can see how these are kind of being taken care of, making distinct choices, which I think can flow through all 3 of these. But I want to see what our dictionary says from the Golden Dawn with this 8 of Pentacles. So the Golden Dawn says skill, prudence, artfulness, and cunning. However, Hewson, I don't know how to say that. I'm assuming Hewson, is one of the only ones that uses the keyword economy. I'm looking through the other ones, but that is what I'm showing for that. Prudence and economy. Whereas wait, work, employment, commission, craftsmanship, skill in craft or business, perhaps in the preparatory stage, voided ambition, vanity, all kinds of stuff. It doesn't really say. It could be like a young man in business, a dark girl, yada yada. So we have very different weight versus the other 2, but there is a running theme. Okay, so now we have the 3 of Swords. So we have sorrow for Thoth, desolation for the Navigators, and then we have our heart with the 3 swords in it for weight. So let's take a look in the book. A look in the book for what it says here. So for the Golden Dawn, it says unhappiness, sorrow, and tears, which we can definitely see portrayed there. Crowley, of course, we do have sorrow again. Secrecy, perversion. Weight says removal, absence, delay, division, rupture, dispersion. Kind of all these error, loss, distraction, disorder, all of these kind of words. So let's see if I can find anything that says desolation. Nothing in the book in all of these different interpretations, no keyword of desolation, but I do feel like it works, especially in the scheme of things. Oh, I feel like we see some of this playing off of itself. That we have the Tree of Life on this huge wand with all this fire coming out, and here we have this fire, we have this tree blossoming in the background. I think that's really interesting. So we have stimulation for the Navigators. So let's go into the Ace of Wands and see what the Golden Dawn interpretation says here. So Golden Dawn, we have nothing. We have nothing in the Golden Dawn. None. But we do have Crowley. The root of the powers of fire, blind, solar, phallic fire. Does seem a very phallic fire here as well. If you look at where everything is flowing to, you can see it's coming out. I don't know if you can. Let me kind of get close. So there is like a blood almost coming from the tree. So like life coming from the tree up the leg and through this wand, which could be seen as phallic as well. Let's see. Anything about stimulation that kind of goes through this. And then, of course, we do still have kind of a phallic wand here in weight. Virility, invention, enterprise. Inspiration or intuition, but no stimulation anywhere. So that's interesting. I feel like no matter which one you choose, you still get a very similar idea across the board, but each one kind of takes it a different way. So I find that really, really interesting. I do think that there are some bigger ties to Thoth only because of the Kabbalistic imagery that's kind of found here, there, and everywhere versus the RWS, which is a little, I mean, still there in some way, shape, and form. But it's a little bit different, right? It's a little bit of its own thing, which, I mean, I love a good RWS. But I just found this really interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this and kind of nerding out with me and seeing what kind of interpretations everything has. So there you have it, you guys. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this look at Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea. Any links I will have down below in the description, as well as how to join the Mystic Fam, 3 Fat Readers, how to book a reading, my Etsy shop, and all kinds of other good stuff. All of that information is going to be down below. So if you're looking for me or any of my other socials, everything is there for you. Other than that, I will talk to you very soon. I'm sending you all my love. Mwah! Later, Gators.